After leaving Yuhe City, Tang and his disciples traveled day and night for 5 or 6 days without any incident. One day, they saw a city in the distance. Tang asked Wukong on horseback, "What place is this?" Wukong replied, "It's a city, but there are no flags on the city walls. I don't know where it is. We'll have to get closer and ask." They entered the city from the east gate and saw tea houses, wine shops, rice markets, and oil mills on both sides of the street. People came and went, creating a lively atmosphere. They were surprised by Pixie's long snout, Friar San's dark face, and Sun Wukong's red eyes, but they dared not ask about them. Later, more and more people crowded around to watch them. Tang was afraid that his disciples would cause trouble, so he urged them to move quickly. After passing through several streets, they suddenly saw a temple on the side of the road with the words "Stone Temple" written on the gate. Tang said, "Let's go inside and rest our horses. How about we have some vegetarian food here?" "Good, good." Wukong led the white horse as they all entered the temple. Tang told them to wait outside while he went to find someone. He saw a monk walking down the corridor and asked him if he was from China. The monk immediately bowed and exclaimed, I'm sorry. It's an honor to meet you today." Tang quickly returned the bow. He followed the monk to the main hall to worship the Buddha statue and then called his disciples up the steps. The monk was shocked when he saw Wukong and the others and said, "Master, why are your disciples so ugly?" Tang explained hastily, "They may be ugly, but they have some magical powers. They have protected me throughout our journey." When the other monks in the temple heard about this, they crowded around to see these Chinese people. Tang asked about the name of the place and how far it was to Mount Lingyan. The monks replied, "This is Jinping Prefecture, a county outside the capital of Jiangsu country. It's still 2,000 miles away from the capital. We don't know how far it is to Mount Lingyan because we haven't been there." After being treated to vegetarian food, Tang got up to leave. The host and other monks kindly invited him to stay longer, saying that it was already the 13th day of the first lunar month and tonight was the Lantern Festival. There would be lantern shows for several days in a row. It would be nice to stay for 2 or 3 days and enjoy the festival after the Lantern Festival. Tang remembered their years of travel and his disciples' hardships. Now that they had arrived at Jiangsu country in India, it might be a good idea to rest for a few days and enjoy the Lantern Festival, so they moved their luggage into a meditation room in the temple. In the evening, people from the neighborhood came to the temple to offer lanterns and pray to Buddha. The main hall was filled with the sound of drums and bells, and many believers crowded in. Tang and his disciples watched until everyone left and the lights were turned off before returning to their rooms to sleep. On the second night, they also went to various streets in the East Gate area to watch lantern shows. On the 15th day of the lunar month, Tang said to the head monk, "Disciples, I originally had a vow to sweep the Buddha pagoda. Today is the Lantern Festival, so I would like to fulfill this vow by opening the pagoda door." The head monk happily agreed and immediately ordered the monk to open the door. Tang put on his kusaya and worshipped the Buddha while making a prayer. He then used a broom to sweep the bottom floor. Then, one layer after another, he swept upwards. The pagoda had layers of Buddhas and windows, and every time Tang swept one layer, he admired the view for a while. When he finished sweeping the lower part of the pagoda, he heard the sound of wind blowing and saw a dark cloud approaching.